Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Very pleased to be here this morning to welcome Mr. Spellman. Thank you for holding this very important hearing to reflect on the condition of our nation's water resources infrastructure. And I do want to extend a warm welcome to today's witness, Major General Scott Spellman, Deputy Commanding General for Civil and Emergency Operations at the Corps of Engineers. Today's hearing is a crucial and necessary step that this subcommittee must take as we work towards enactment of the Water Resources Development Act of 2018, the WRDA. Since the passage of the Water Resources Development Act of 2016, last Congress, the Corps of Engineers has completed and submitted 16 chiefs reports to Congress, include projects in Seattle, Washington, Norfolk, Virginia, Lower San Joaquin River in California, Kentucky River in Kentucky, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and others. These projects, whose purpose include flood and storm risk management, ecosystem restoration and navigation, are critical to developing and maintaining our economy at the local, regional, and national levels. Today, subcommittee members have the opportunity to evaluate these chiefs' reports as well as the 2017-2018 annual report submitted by the Corps to Congress pursuant to Section 7001 of the Water Resources Development Act of 2014. These annual reports identify completed and proposed feasibility studies as well as proposed modifications to authorized projects or studies based upon requests submitted to the Corps by non-federal project sponsors. Mr. Chairman, like you, I'm excited to continue our work on the Water Resources Development Act of 2018. This committee has been extremely successful in getting our work done, thanks to you and the ranking ranking member of the full committee, as well as the chair, and authorizing this next generation of core projects will benefit our communities and our nation. Unfortunately, I share the frustration of many of our local sponsors and my own colleagues in this body when we account for how little the work they put into authorizing core projects ultimately means if the funding to build that project does not follow easily. That is to say, our nation's water resource infrastructure is vastly underfunded, and what we need is a bold vision on how to make necessary infrastructure investments. Ultimately, only increased investment in our water resources infrastructure will enable us to see that the hard work of our local sponsors and the Corps comes into reality. I thank you, Mr. Chair, for holding this hearing and look forward to the dialogue. Yield back.
Thank you, Ms. Napolitano. Before